So this is a walking tour of Villa Aurora because our clients are going to take possession now within the next few days. So this is an opportunity to see it when it's nearly finished. There are two access points. There's access from the top of the site and there's access from the bottom of the site. And I have just walked through the gate at the top of the site. And as you can see, you can park your car in this space here, drive through that automatic gate. You're met by these fabulous views facing east. And one of the original problems that we solved here was how to take a plot that had a number of problems and design a villa that has everything that our clients want. And this is the brainchild of Domingo Cardenas, who's our head architect. Because the site itself, the aspect of the site itself faces west, but the views face east. And I'm looking now at the views, and that's why it's called Villa Aurora, porque Aurora was the goddess of dawn in Roman mythology. Those are the views facing east, and I have walked across the footbridge to the top of the building. There you can see the footbridge to the roof terrace, which is an important part of the design concept. Because the other problem is that the site is really very steep. So we've made the most of a roof terrace, and there's a lift there. So you can park your car at the top. You can go straight into the lift and take your shopping or your luggage down to the rest of the house. And here on the roof terrace, you can see there's a shaded pergola there, and there will be an outside kitchen. And this is a great solarium, particularly, I imagine, for use and enjoyment in the winter. Because you've got various other spaces in this house that you may also want to enjoy. So this is not the only place. And you can see here as well why we've used glass, or why our clients have used glass here, so that when you're lying down enjoying the sun, you've still got that fabulous view. Whereas if that safety veranda was brick, then you wouldn't be able to do that. So I'm walking back across the footbridge now, and I want to point out to you the alternative to glass, which is these cables. We call them cables to make a safety barrier, and they let the light and the views through. And they're quite a lot less expensive than glass. And of course, they don't need so much cleaning. So your maintenance issues are far fewer. So if you don't take the lift, you're going to access the front door, which you can see down there, down these steps. So I'm going to walk down the steps, which you'll notice are curved and which fan out at the bottom. This has all been very carefully designed by Domingo. Here is one of the largest front doors you're likely to see. And I will pan round now. Those are the views again facing east. But let's just take a look at these stairs that draw you in to the front door. As they curve round those big stones, that's called Escollera. That is quite a common way to build a retaining wall in this part of Spain. I think it looks great, natural, and also inexpensive by comparison to other kinds of retaining walls. And here we go back to this great big front door, that statement of the kind of house that you're entering. And you may also want to notice that the front door opens outwards. It can't open inwards because it would interfere with the landing area. I'm entering now the landing area, and you can see here another important architectural statement, which is the picture window. So you enter the house, immediately you have this picture window facing east across those views. So we're in the first floor landing now, and a few details I'd like to point out to you. This is natural stone. Look at these big pieces, each piece being pretty expensive. It's a veneer of natural stone. This is our client's choice. Our job is to make our client's vision a reality. And you will see that 3 of the 4 bedrooms face the views. And I'm going to enter now the first bedroom. First one on the left-hand side. You'll see that it faces the views. And here's another design concept which is worth pointing out. You can see that the bed also faces the views, and there's that dividing wall there in the bedroom which allows the bed to face the views and make the most of the space. And behind that wall, this half wall here, is the dressing area and the wardrobes. You may want to also notice here the false ceilings at the top that contain the ducting for the air conditioning and the heating. And also there are speakers here because there is the possibility, as our clients have asked us, to have music throughout the house. As I enter the master bedroom now, with the ensuite bathroom to the right and the master bedroom to the left, you'll see that our clients have decided in this case not to have that design feature that allows the bed to face the views. So it's a different use of the space. They've got a large double bed. There are the views facing east. And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to show you the wardrobes, all of which have been handcrafted by, well, I say because we work as a team. These have been handcrafted by Franz, that's Althai's craftsman. And you can see the LED lighting automatically comes on when you open the doors. And I move now into the master bathroom. And you can see here a number of details. You can see, for example, the cavity here in the shower area for placing shampoo and soap with the LED lighting within it. You can see how the floor has been crafted, the floor of the wet area, to ensure that all the water drains easily away. You can see the mirror with the LED lighting around the mirror. And there's the bathtub, again with the cavity. behind the bathtub and the LED lighting within the cavity. And you can see here in this mirror, the lighting is behind the mirror, which gives a certain kind of effect. All the bathrooms are themed to have a similar feel, but they're also personalized, so each bathroom is slightly different. There's the WC with the flushing mechanism hidden behind the wall. And here you will see the cover for the maintenance, maintenance access. That is a tile that has been cut to shape so that it matches the rest of the floor tiles. This is the first floor terrace. Those are the windows of the bedrooms that face southeast. Automatic shutters, of course. As I pan round, you can see the swimming pool coming into view with its infinity effect. Let's have a look at it more deeply. The infinity effect of the pool overlooking those views. You can see there the lower garden, another great space to sit out. Those are the views that the infinity pool looks over. The plot itself actually faces the other way. So the main aspect of the plot is southwest. The views are southeast. So that you can see that the Domingo's design of this villa allows our clients to have everything they want, regardless of the steep plot and regardless of the fact that the plot kind of faced in, if you like, the wrong direction. So I'm going to enter now the shared bathroom. So this is the communal bathroom. Two of the bedrooms will share this bathroom. And while we're pointing, I want to point out another little detail. You can see here that the light switches are one of the artisans, because really that is the right word for them. Okay, one of the artisans has cut a hole in that very expensive mirror without breaking it, so that those light switches can appear there. And that's a small example of many, many different details that go into making this a reality. It's teamwork between Domingo, the architect, Fran, the contractor, Alberto, the site manager, and of course the workmen, or as I prefer to call them, the craftsmen, who actually go to the trouble to customize each piece, or many of the different pieces. So that is the shared bathroom. So I'm about to enter the fourth bedroom on the upper floor, but just before I do, let me show you this storage cupboard here behind the mirrors, all of which has been custom built. LED lighting inside comes on when you open the door. And if we enter here now, the fourth bedroom, this is the only bedroom on the upper floor that doesn't face the views, but it does face the garden. Personally, I think this is a lovely room. And it's, if we look here at the views to some of these ancient trees that were on this site, that are on this site, that have to be carefully protected. And there you can see the footbridge that we walked over earlier. And here we've got, in this bedroom, an ensuite bathroom. So there's the master bedroom ensuite, two bedrooms that share a bathroom, and this, the fourth bedroom, has its own bathroom. And I want you to look at the mirror, because you can see now how the lighting here, again, is behind the mirror, giving the impression perhaps that the mirror is kind of floating. Our clients chose these wall tiles. Alternatives might have been stucco or microcement. Natural finishes, natural wood, natural stone, soften the feel of some of these, what can be in modern buildings, quite hard surfaces. I love these natural materials. And I'm walking now down the floating staircase from the upper floor to the ground floor. And I'm just going to stay on the subject of the staircase for the moment. And I'm going to show you that floating staircase so you can see that each piece is actually a metal support that is cantilevered, if you like, into the wall, covered by the wooden finish to give the effect that each step is floating, and then we have the glass in front of that. And I'll go totally round so you can see it from this angle. So this is the living kitchen dining area, and the concept here is to have this open plan space that gives out onto the shaded terrace with the views over the infinity pool to the views of the sea, so that you can be preparing the food in the kitchen. You can see here a beautiful kitchen, again with lots of natural finishes. They're still installing it. It's the last thing to be installed. And we've got all the top brands here in what we might call white goods. In this case, you might call them the grey goods. Carefully chosen tiles. And here our clients will be able to enjoy, because these effectively glass walls open up so that this is one space. The inside space and the outside space come together as one, so you can enjoy the whole space all at once. And you can imagine the children playing in the pool, and you can keep an eye on them from the kitchen. The floor is flush, there's no trip hazard on that floor, and also, as I said, the team carefully cut those tiles to cover that space, also to let the water drain away from those windows. And I'm now looking at the dining area, and behind that, what you might call the living area, or where there is going to be a television and fireplace. You can see that the space is flooded with natural light. And I love how the proportions of these spaces. I think the ergonomics of this space works really well. This is facing north-west, still got lots of light. That is where the television and fireplace is going to be. And here we have, looking into the kitchen again, as I pan round to the glass wall, the inside-outside concept, looking over the infinity pool to the views facing east. So here's the lift that comes in, stops at every floor, obviously, and I'm still on the ground floor. And here you can see that there is a private spaces behind. Here's an extra room on the lower floor, or the ground floor, that is going to be used as a bedroom with an ensuite bathroom, but it could be a study or a playroom, or a maid's room, nanny's room, something like that. And it has its own natural light and ensuite bathroom. So I'm on the ground floor, and I'm just going to walk down the stairs now to the basement. And as I do, you can see we pass a shower room here in WC that guests or anyone can use if they're using the swimming pool and access it straight from the outside, so they don't have to walk through the house with wet feet, or at least not through most of the house. Here is the pantry. At the moment it's just an empty space. And here I'm going to walk down now the stairs to the basement area. So I'm now in the basement area, bottom of the stairs. And at the bottom of the stairs here on the right-hand side, as you come down the stairs, is the laundry area, still to be fitted out with the machinery and the dryers. And beside that, what we call the installations room or the machinery room, which contains the control points for the underfloor heating, hot water. This is a Certificate A building, so it's got the highest letter available under the energy certificate building. It's got an air source heat pump, lots of insulation, and as I said, it's a Certificate A building, so this is the installations room. And I'm going to keep walking now in the basement down to the cinema. So this is the cinema room I'm entering now. And obviously, as you can see, there's not anything in here at the moment. Important perhaps to point out that there are so many different spaces in this house to create different moods. From the garden down at the bottom, the private spaces behind, the infinity pool. So this is the access now from the bottom of the site to the garage, from the street, through these automatic doors. You can see that our clients have chosen this rusted effect on some of these exterior finishes. So they will be driving their cars up here through these automatic doors to the double garage, where they can directly access those rooms that are at the basement level and the lift. So they can take their groceries right straight up to the roof terrace from here if they want to, or they can use the stairs. So I'm standing now at the lower garden, looking up at the property. The sun's just leaving the front of the building, and this is a piece of lawn in front of what will be a waterfall falling over that wall that you can see directly in front of the camera, because that water comes from the infinity edge of the swimming pool above it. So our clients will be able to use this garden as an alternative place to sit out, enjoy the outside, and be besides the water and the trickling fountain which trickles down that wall there. And I'm now on the ground floor just looking at the views. I'm just going to show you that little garden, the lower garden from above. I think that's a really special place. And you can see now as I pan around the infinity edge of the swimming pool coming into view. You can see the deck under which is the electric pool cover. You can see the pool cover is currently on the pool. All that machinery that allows you to remove the pool cover on an electric motor is concealed underneath that wooden deck. Here's the front of the house. On the first floor, the 3 bedrooms that face the views facing southwest. Underneath, the open plan living kitchen dining area. And this then is the west or northwestern facade. It's got the sun on it now.